I have been researching the 2004 death of 19-year-old Cecil Gaddy from Osceola, Iowa. Around 8 a.m. on January 31st, 2004, a call was placed saying that there was a fire at Cecil Gaddy's home in Osceola. When they arrived, the house was engulfed in flames, and after they put out the blaze, they found Cecil's body in his bedroom. Now, they were able to tell that the fire originated in the living room, but they were never able to identify a cause. Despite that, they ruled it accidental, and they cited that Cecil was a smoker. But there's one huge problem. Cecil Gaddy had been in a car accident a couple years prior and was paralyzed from the waist down, and his wheelchair that he needed to get around was in the front yard. Investigators closed the case without ever answering how or why the wheelchair was in the front yard. How would Cecil, who was paralyzed from the waist down, get from his front yard, where he would for some reason leave the wheelchair, into his house, accidentally start a fire in the living room, and then make it into the bedroom? Now, in 2011, Aaron Brilbeck with Who TV 13 interviewed the Osceola police chief, Marty Duffus. But he had some interesting responses to some of Aaron Brilbeck's questions.
I would have the same question: how'd the chair get out there? But there again, I don't know who to ask. Hope I don't sound glib, cavalier, cold, whatever, but the fact of the matter is, if there were those concerns, they should have been brought while at least the possibility of some sort of evidence maybe would have existed. But the house is obviously destroyed. And
Chief Duffus says the only way the case will be reopened is if someone comes forward with some new, credible information.
Unless somebody provides us something tangible or a statement that provides us a very concrete lead, you're right, it probably won't be known.
So he says that he needs credible information to reopen this case. But why was it ever closed to begin with? That is what I am trying to figure out. It's one of many questions I have on this case, and so I have been sending emails and submitting records requests to try to find out more about this case and why they closed it. I sent a records request to the Iowa Department of Public Safety, and in the past I have received pretty extensive documentation of fire investigations, but in this instance I only received one page that had 4 sentences. It was the conclusion page of an investigative report, and it says, at 8 a.m. on January 31st, 2004, a fire was reported at 315 East Shaw Street, Osceola, Iowa. Cecil T. Gaddy, the home's sole occupant, died from smoke inhalation as a result of the fire. The fire